is the theme on all the CW shows today. This week, just watch our characters screw up their relationships. Well, Legends continues to be a fun ride. It's definitely becoming the sitcom out of all the shows on the out of all the DC shows on the CW. So this week, let's see on our wheel. Let's see if I had a wheel here. Let's just see. Let's pretend I do, and let's see what they screw up. P.T. Barnum, of course. So, turns out, well, we start out by saying one of the reasons why Maya may have left and gone to another time period. At the left, Citizen Steel. Thank you very much, loyal viewers, for somebody pointing that out in the comments section. His name is Citizen Steel. Alright. Well, we see that she's making homemade donuts, which, by the way, I've done in there. Delicious. Beat anything you have in a store if you do a decent recipe. He basically comes home and says, "What are you doing?" and poo-poos the whole idea. Why? Well, she's in the middle of making them with a hand mixer. Can't imagine why she left. I just can't see how this relationship went wrong. But it turns out there's more to it than that. Turns out she found out on TV that she has a granddaughter who is carried on her legacy as Vixen. The trouble was, when she left in 1942, she didn't have a daughter she left behind. So, yeah. Yeah. To his credit, when he finds this out, they don't turn this into a huge dramatic thing. Citizen Steel is like, "Oh, yeah, I guess that is kind of a big deal." The time agents continue to be a pain, mostly because the Legends managed to screw up something as simple as shrinking a displaced saber-toothed tiger that P.T. Barnum is keeping at his circus. Well, what would you expect him to do if he found a saber-toothed tiger? And they also destroy his faith in... But by making it disappear, it turns out they destroy his faith at the circus, and he seems to be about to go out with showbiz until he kidnaps Jefferson. And the out bad. Well, shows them together as Siamese twins. Even though the real P.T. Barnum actually had real Siamese twins in his circus, so why fake it when you have a real thing? I don't know. But anyway, so there's all sorts of shenanigans. It turns out Heatwave is scared of clowns, of course. Who isn't? But anyway, and after a fight with a time agent where Lance learns pretty much nothing, except that there is some big threat coming, but they won't tell them because it's too early in the season. If they told them at this point, the whole plot arc could be done in 12 episodes, but they're on broadcast TV, not Netflix or cable, so they have to stretch this out to 22 to 24 episodes. So, yeah, we gotta, just drop hints and, well, yeah. But, it, but, yeah, Vixen, turns out she's going through what I'm gonna term Killer Frost syndrome because her powers are taking over and making her kill too. She tore apart a bunch of soldiers who found her village in 1942, so she just, but she tells it, but to her credit, she tells everyone this, and they agree to work, and they're all going to work with her to solve the problem. In other words, she's doing what I expected Caitlin to do on The Flash. Act intelligently and use past experience to guide her. See, this is how you write this type of situation. It doesn't prove that she's strong by having her turn to supervillains or just try to hide from a problem that she knows she can't hide from. See, a real strong character knows when they need help and isn't ashamed. And while she does admit that she was ashamed, they fight past that shame and ask for the help before they hurt someone. So, bravo, Legends. And to be honest, with all the shenanigans that go through, they're all fun. All the actors have great chemistry together. There's a time agent named Gary who I hope we see again because, yeah, he was a pathetic wreck, but he was that sort of funny kind of pathetic wreck, and you kind of hope he'll get his moment of redemption because the moment he steps foot into this situation to try and keep the Legends from completely blowing up the timeline, and he's over his head. I mean, he's getting punched out by Sarah. She's pointing guns at him. He's completely over his head. He's trying to just be discreet and civilized with them, and well, let's just say it's not what he signed up for. So all the shenanigans are fun. There's all sorts of back and forth, and they eventually get everybody out. Nick and Moya, the different everybody on the show pronounces her name slightly differently, so I'm not exactly sure what her name is because for some reason my TV won't display closed captioning while I'm recording, so I'm not sure on the DVR, so I'm not sure which way her name goes, but Vixen. Yeah. They repair things, and everyone is acting like adults in a fun sort of sitcom-y adventure story with superheroes traveling through time. I don't know what more you could ask for in a Legends of Tomorrow episode, so the final score for this episode is 8 out of 10. The Legends is well on its way if it keeps this up to be my favorite show in the Arrowverse this season. So, yeah. It's odd, but Supergirl still doesn't even place, and The Flash, which was my favorite show last season, is dropping to a third place at this point. At this point, 2 episodes in, because it's becoming too much of a soap opera with people acting stupid just to be a soap opera. But Legends, the bad Doctor Who clone that it started out as in the first season, is going from strength to strength, and I cannot wait for next week's episode. So, yeah, surprise, surprise. I'm glad I tuned in, and I think you will be too when you see this, if you watch this week's episode.